Okay, good day. Before I teach you how to determine the present and future values of a general ordinary annuity, let me first show you how to determine the equivalent interest rate. Kasi hindi natin matututunan kung paano makuha ang present and future values of general ordinary annuity without knowing how to convert the given interest rate into interest rate per period o yung J natin. Kasi alam naman natin, when we say about general annuity, yung kanyang payment interval is not the same with the length of the interest compounding period. So, kailangan matutunan muna kung paano natin i-convert yung interest rate given papunta dun sa kanyang interest rate per period. Okay? So I have here an example. Example 1 says, complete the table by computing for the rates equivalent to the following nominal rates. So yung nominal rates natin, yun yung annual interest rate. Okay? And we have here, number 1, given is 12% compounded monthly. Ang aalamin natin, yung rate niya compounded annually. So ito yung equivalent interest rate nung given na nominal rates. This time, ito ay compounded monthly. Ang alamin natin na equivalent rate niya o interest rate compounded annually. So, to solve this kind of problem, kailangan muna natin i-write down yung given natin. So, ang given natin dito, yung equal yung kanyang present value, yung P. Okay? And equal din yung kanyang T. Equal T. Equal P. Yung time. So, equal P, equal T. Okay. Equal P, and then equal ang kanyang time. Okay. And then, ano pa yung given? 12% compounded monthly. 12% compounded monthly. So, ang given natin dyan is yung interest rate na 12%. What else? We have M equals 12. And, of course, P and T. Yung isa naman, yung hinahanap natin, yung interest rate. Okay. Interest rate compounded annually. So, ang ating hinahanap is I to the first. Yun yung nawawala. And then, ang kanyang M is annually, that is M equals 1. Okay. So, paano natin masosolve yung equivalent interest rate compounded annually dun sa given interest rate na compounded monthly? All we have to do is to equate two future values of these two interest rates. Okay? That is F1 and F2. Sabihin natin si F1, ito yung ating future value when the interest is compounded annually. Future value when the interest rate is compounded annually. Okay. At sabihin natin si F2, future value when interest rate when interest rate when the interest rate is compounded monthly. Okay. And since we are referring to one present value, we're expecting that these two future values have the same value. Okay? So therefore, we can equate these two future values. Kasi magkaiba lang naman yung kanilang interest rate, at the same time, magkaiba rin yung kanilang payment period. Okay? Yung kanyang tinatawag nating frequency of periods. You say m equals 12, you say m equals 1. Now, to solve for the equivalent interest rate, as I've said earlier, we're just going to equate these two future values. F1 equals F2. Okay, we can compute for the equivalent interest rate using the formula of the future value of compound interest. That is equal to F equals P 1 plus I M over M raised to MT. So we have two future values at itong future values na to equal sila. Nagkaiba lang sila dun sa frequency of periods. At the same time, mababago rin yung kanilang interest rate. But when it comes to the present value at saka yung time niya, iisa. So using this formula, we're going to apply this from this equation, F1, P is equal to P 1 plus I, F1 future value nung compound ng interest rate na kung saan compounded annually. So ang I natin doon ay I to the 1 over 1 ang M natin. Ang M natin ay 1 times T. Okay? Equal to future value 2, which is P also, quantity 1 plus I to the 12 kasi ang frequency of conversion niya is 12 over 12 raised to M. M is 12 times T. Okay. Then, isimplify natin yung equation. We can cancel out P. Okay. We can cancel out T. Okay. So, matitira na lang is this one. 1 plus I. So, 1 plus I. Yun yung kanyang notation for an interest rate compounded annually equal to 1 plus, your I is 12% for the second future value. So that is 0.12 over 12 raised to 12. Okay. Transpose natin yung 1. So the equation will become I, interest rate compounded annually, 1 plus 0.12 over 12 raised to 12. Now, using your scientific calculator, by the way, I forgot to transpose 1 to the other side, so the equation will be minus 1 here. Okay. Now, using your scientific calculator, you press parentheses, and then fraction, 1 muna, 1 plus, and then yung fraction key, on top, press 0.12, arrow down, press 12, arrow to the right, and then x to the y, or an exponent, press 12, arrow to the right, minus 1. So, ito na dapat ang madi-display sa inyong calculator. So, then press equal. So, we have 0.126825. So, kunin natin yung 6 decimal places. Interest rate compounded annually is 0.126825, or that is 12.6825%. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Yung 12% compounded monthly has an equivalent interest rate of 12.6825% compounded annually. Okay, compounded annually. Okay. Yan, yun ang equivalent rate niya. Saan natin to gagamitin dun sa general ordinary annuity? Kailangan natin yung value ni J. Okay? Ang J natin is I over M. So, therefore, ang J natin dito, o equivalent interest rate per period is 12.6825% over 1. Kasi ang M natin ay 1. So, ito ang kailangan natin in solving the present and future values ng ating ordinary o general ordinary annuity. So, this is my first example in converting given interest rate to equivalent interest rate, both compound interest. Thank you.